I live my life one 3-minute summary at a time. This is the story of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Yeah, all of them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's begin. The Fast and the Furious is basically Point Break, but with racing instead of surfing. Paul Walker is an undercover cop who earns the trust of Vin Diesel's family of street racing pals who steal VCRs from big rigs and thrilling highway heists. Seduced by the street racing lifestyle, Paul ultimately lets his boy Vin go free rather than take him in. Too fast, too furious. Now a disgraced ex-cop, Paul Walker is brought in on, yes, street racing charges and forced into another undercover street racing job to bust a drug dealer in Miami. He teams up with his old friend who's still mad at him for being a cop, Tyrese, who is definitely not playing a role originally meant for Vin Diesel that was rewritten after Vin Diesel said no. All kinds of cars go flying through the air, and eventually they ramp one into the drug dealer's boat to stop him. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Then, a 30-something teenager is sent to live with his dad in Tokyo after getting in trouble street racing in America. It has nothing to do with the rest of the series until he befriends a local street racing enthusiast and perfect angel, Han, who teaches him how to drift, Tokyo style, but then dies in a car crash explosion, which actually places this movie later in the series timeline as Han is revealed to be Fast Family and shows up in the next 3 movies. The 4th one isn't called The Fast and the Furious, but it brings back Paul, Vin, and Michelle Rodriguez. Did I mention her? But she dies off screen after a gas heist. Paul, who's a cop again, and Vin go, yes, undercover and bust the drug kingpin that killed Michelle Rodriguez, and as a reward, Vin is sent to jail. Fast 5. And then busted out of jail before he even gets there. The Rock arrives as Hobbs, a government bounty hunter who has a sweaty face-to-face standoffs with Vin, and they come so close to kissing but don't. Hobbs busts the Fast family right before they can heist the drug kingpin's money, but the drug kingpin kills everyone on Hobbs' team except for Hobbs, who is saved by and therefore joins the Fast family and helps them heist that pesky drug kingpin. And it's revealed that Michelle Rodriguez is still alive. Furious 6. And she has amnesia! A bad dude named Owen Shaw has manipulated her into helping out with his own fast car heist crimes. But he's a bad dude, so the Fast family helps Hobbs hunt him down and bring Michelle Rodriguez back. After a lot of car crashing and a fight with a tank, they catch Owen Shaw and throw him out of a plane, causing Owen Shaw's brother, Jason Statham, Deckard Shaw, to orchestrate the explosion in Tokyo that kills Han and vow revenge on the rest of the Fast family. Paul Walker dies IRL halfway through making this one, and so it feels pretty weird. Shaw puts Hobbs in the hospital and blows up the Fast family house. Cars are parachuted off airplanes, and a hot hacker who is in Game of Thrones joins the family. Hobbs cracks a cast off his arm just by flexing and fights a drone with an ambulance, and Kurt Russell's in it. But the story morphs into a Paul Walker tribute music video, and everyone in the theater cries, and then Shaw goes to jail. Then Hobbs goes to jail after Vin Diesel is blackmailed to do a bunch of crimes by evil hacker Charlize Theron, who shows up in white girl dreads just like Bo Derek in case you needed any more evidence that she is the bad guy. Hobbs and Shaw break out of jail. Vin Diesel enlists the help of the Shaw brothers' mom, Helen Mirren, and the Fast family races their cars across an Arctic tundra to stop a nuclear submarine. But it's hard to give a crap about any of that because they forgive Shaw for killing Han after he saves Vin Diesel's baby and is, yes, brought into the Fast family. Which goes against everything we know about the Fast family. Han was one of them, and now they're just okay with his murder, and it's obvious they're spinning off Hobbs and Shaw into their own adventure because the Fast family has completely lost their way. Han deserves justice. So does Wonder Woman. God damn it. And that's the story of the Fast and the Furious franchise. What's your favorite car from the Fast series, ArcadeCloud family? Let us know in the comments below.